Today, I'm bringing you a flashlight that costs under $2. Under $2, there's no way this thing can be anything but junk, right? Well, let's take a look. So this is a Braun flashlight from Harbor Freight, and it was on sale for $1.77, and then there was another 20% off of that, so it came to totaling around $1.50. That's crazy. $1.50 for a flashlight. You would think that the thing is going to be junk, but I had to check it out. What's crazy too, $1.50, if you unscrew the back, yes, it does come with batteries as well. It comes with another Harbor Freight brand, Thunderbolt AAA batteries. So this light is a 2-cell AAA flashlight. Immediately, there's one thing I don't really like about the flashlight, and that is that there is no momentary. Okay, on a flashlight like the Streamlight MicroStream here, you have a momentary where all you have to do is put pressure on the tail cap, and then a full click if you want constant on. On this Braun flashlight, there's no momentary. You have to actually make a full click, and then it comes on. You know, it's not the biggest deal. I like momentary, but again, for $1.50, I'm willing to look past that. Let's look at the specs of this light and what they claim it has. So the Braun pen light has 85 lumens, which is actually not too terrible for just a 2 AAA battery. It is just one mode as well, so there's no low, high, whatever. It's just one mode, 85 lumens supposedly. They claim the runtime is 3 hours. We're actually going to test the runtime as well, and 190 feet beam distance. Anyway, let's take a look at this flashlight though. The head of the light is larger than the body itself. Some ridges to stop it from rolling. A steel pocket clip. The whole body is made of aluminum, by the way. There's your LED in there. So the head comes off. Batteries can come out either way, actually. And the tail cap. And here you have the body of the light. We're going to compare it outside with the Streamlight MicroStream. This is just a AAA, a single AAA battery. The single AAA has 45 lumens and just over 2 hours of runtime. To be honest, anything good about this light is going to just be a huge win because it's $1.50. When I think of a $1 flashlight, I think of some cheap junk like this that you get at like the convenience store, dollar store that is. This is what I think of when I think of like $1 flashlight. So this actually feels substantial. Like it actually feels really good. Okay, so here we are outside. It's dark. It's actually a little bit foggy tonight. So first up, I have the Streamlight MicroStream AAA that has about 45 lumens. It's more of a floody light. There's not too much candela to this, but up close, there's good detail. You can see the tree pretty well up into the leaves. Overall, pretty decent floodlight. Now we're going to try out the $1.50 Harbor Freight Braun 2 AAA flashlight with 85 lumens. So up close, you can see that, you know, there's definitely more of a hot spot. There is a little bit of spill. Definitely much more of a hot spot, especially when I put it on the tree there, up into the tree, the leaves that is, and farther. You could see more detail, specifically those white flowers there. If I go back to the MicroStream, again, this is 45 lumens. You can see the white flowers, but it's not picking it up too well. Here's the Harbor Freight one again. You could see the throw is definitely a lot better. Yeah, the throw's actually pretty good. Okay, so we've seen the flashlight outside. Pretty impressed by it. I want to test the runtime now. 3 hours is not, it's not super long, but it's not too bad either, especially at the price. For that, we have a brand new light here, and we're just going to take it right out of the box. With the batteries that come in it already, which are the Harbor Freight Thunderbolt batteries, just turn it on and let it go until it's completely out. So at the store, it has a try me button, so you can turn it on while it's in the package. So just to make sure the batteries are all good, we're going to test the voltage on them and make sure that someone didn't have it on for like an hour or two. So let's open it up. Alright, so here's the brand new flashlight. Just function test it. Okay, it works. So here are your two AAAs. First battery is reading in 1.61. Second battery is reading at 1.61. So you can see that They're basically brand new batteries, so it should be an accurate test of runtime. To do that, we're going to use a time lapse, shine it at a stopwatch, and just go until it's out. Okay, so here we go with the runtime. So I actually forgot to start a timer on the watch, but that's okay because the watch is able to track real time, so we can still get accurate readings on the time. I must say, I am genuinely surprised by this light. On the package, it states a 3-hour runtime, but this went quite a bit longer than 3 hours. After about 3 hours, it's still going pretty strong. And I would say usable light is at least up to 4 hours, maybe even 5 hours. And eventually, I actually have to cut it off by hour 7. But definitely by the end, it started getting very dim. So, with the light being continuously on, like I said, 4 to 5 hours, you're getting still great light output. Hour 6, hour 7, and probably beyond, it starts getting very dim. You know, I just had to call it there. It probably could keep going. It obviously has more runtime than 3 hours. When I turn it back on, it's still pretty bright. That's the one that's been on for 7 hours. I'm going to actually throw new batteries in, and we're going to do a drop test. Okay, so now the drop test, I'm just going to drop it onto this slate here. So here's the flashlight. I actually did not change the batteries out because, well, it's still, actually, the batteries still work pretty well. Voltage is definitely down. I just tested them at 1.1 volts. So we're just going to drop it and see. First is going to be waist height, so 3 feet, and that's going to be representative of if you were to drop it off of a table or something like that. Let's see, first is going to be on the tail cap. And we're going to keep the light on, do a function test after every drop. Now we're going to drop it on its side. Okay. Forgot to do a function test on the first one, but you know, you can see it's fine. Next up is going to be drop straight on the bezel. Okay, so all good. Not cracked or anything. There's a little scuff on it. Yeah, seems to be pretty good. Now we are going to do from head level, or 6 feet. Let's do the same thing at 6 feet. Still works fine. Now on the side. Okay. Still works fine. Now straight onto the face again from 6 feet. Wow, I mean, that is pretty durable, you know, dropping it that many times, especially from that height, and it seems to be working fine. You know what? I'm going to do one more drop from 6 feet. You know what? I'm gonna just spin it like that and let chance figure out which way it falls. Fine. Wow. I honestly can't believe it. I mean, this light. It's $1 or $2. It's $2. It's a $2 light. That is incredible. Wow, so guys, you obviously saw the drop test. The light survived fine. I don't even know what to say about these lights. They are really good. Oh, you know what? I just realized that this one lost the pocket clip outside. So this is obviously the one that was dropped. And the pocket clip's just kind of pressed on there. And this one is missing the pocket clip. You know, if you want to use the pocket clip, then if you drop it enough times, it might fall off. Otherwise, it probably doesn't matter that much. This flashlight was not only left on for 7 hours straight, but also dropped multiple times. You've seen it, and it still works. It still works fine. This still has the batteries that were on for 7 hours, and check it out. It's still working fine. Was dropped multiple times. You really can't ask for much more out of a light that costs less than $2. You cannot complain. You can absolutely not complain. You can buy one, put one in every single room of the house, and that's amazing. The only thing, you know, does it hold up long term? I can't answer that question, but what I can say is just buying these, throwing them around the house, giving them to people. You can't go wrong with it. You really can't. That's all I have to say. If you enjoyed watching this video and thought it was helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thanks for doing all that. I'll see you later.